Hey guys, it's been a while since I reviewed a new monitor, so I got in touch with BenQ and they offered me to review one of theirs, so why not? From all the models that BenQ currently has in their gaming line, I felt like the EX3501R was one of the most interesting. It's been out for over a year now, but still rivals with most new monitors, and it has dropped in price over time, selling for around $650 right now. So I felt like it was a pretty decent value for the price. Without waiting any further, let's check it out. So this monitor comes in a huge box, mainly because it's actually pretty big, but also because it comes pre-assembled with the stand, so the box is thicker than the usual. BenQ provides you with all the cables you might need, so DisplayPort, HDMI and USB Type-C, the latter being shorter mainly because you'll probably use it with a laptop, so that makes sense. If we take a look at the monitor itself, it has a pretty aggressive curve rated at 1800R, which means the radius of the curve is 1.8 meters. The stand looks really nice, it feels solid and uses high quality materials. It has a nice rounded cable management hole so that you can hide the cables, and it offers both tilt and height adjustments, although it doesn't go as high as I wished. And it's attached at the back, although no VESA holes are available, but we'll get back to this later. The bezels are fairly thin and that's always a nice thing. And finally, the back looks pretty good. It has a grayish color and offers a cover for the inputs. Speaking of inputs, this monitor is quite loaded. It has two HDMI 2.0 ports, one DisplayPort port, and a USB Type-C port. You also get two USB ports and they act as a hub when you use the Type-C cable. They're both USB 3.1, but if you use the full 100Hz refresh rate, their speed will be limited to USB 2.0. Although I wasn't able to go over 60Hz with my MacBook anyway. Now, this being a 35-inch ultra-wide monitor, it features a 3440 by 1440 resolution. So quite good, although I'm used to something a bit sharper with 4K monitors at both 27 and 32 inches. The recommended scaling is 100%, but I like to have it at 125 and sit back a bit further so that everything looks a bit sharper. Where this monitor shines is that it has a refresh rate of 100 Hz. So although it's a great monitor for content creators and productivity, it does have a nice high refresh rate for when you want to take a little break and play a match of your favorite game. That's pretty cool. The panel is VA, and although these are not the best for viewing angles, this one is much better than my previous VA panel. You need quite a harsh angle to start seeing colors fading. Being VA, it offers great deep blacks and a good contrast ratio of 2500 to 1. I was highly impressed by the image quality of this monitor. The colors are vibrant and the contrast is just perfect for me. You do get a bunch of presets and you can also manually play with the settings if you prefer, but out of the box with the standard profile, I thought it looked great. The monitor also comes with the HDR branding, although it's not a 10-bit panel and it only has a 300 nits brightness rating. I mean, it looks really good, but I'm not too sure what HDR stands for here. BenQ also included the eye care technology, which is a bunch of features that are meant to reduce eye fatigue. You can enable a blue light filter, as well as use the built-in sensor to adjust the monitor's brightness and white balance to match your current room. This works fairly well, and I think it's nice to have the brightness adjusting automatically from day to night time. My unit does have a bit of backlight bleed, however, it's not noticeable with anything but a black background on it, I'd say. Just a thing you might experience if you get one for yourself. Now, being a 100Hz panel with a 4 millisecond gray-to-gray response time is definitely well suited for gaming. It was my first time trying out an over 60Hz panel and it's definitely nice for gaming, but even when using the monitor for web browsing, every animation or cursor move feels much more fluid and lifelike. Overall, it's just better and a nice upgrade from 60Hz. You will definitely feel the difference. It also supports FreeSync, but I wasn't able to fully test it as I don't have an AMD GPU. It's not validated as G-Sync compatible either, but it did seem to work fine as I used it with G-Sync on, now that NVIDIA supports some of the FreeSync monitor models, and I didn't experience any problem. So, would I recommend this monitor? It's definitely a good middle ground between productivity and gaming. Having a high refresh rate without sacrificing resolution or image quality is the main advantage with this monitor, I'd say. It has plenty of connections, including USB Type-C and a built-in USB hub. The build quality is great and it feels solid. Same thing with the stand. And the eye care features are great, especially the auto brightness adjustments. Now, what are the things that would refrain me from buying it? The main con for me is the lack of a VESA mount. The included stand looks and feels nice, but it doesn't go high enough for most people, I'd say, so unless you use a monitor riser, having the possibility to buy a separate monitor arm would be ideal. BenQ does sell a VESA mount adapter separately, but it's been reported to be really hard to purchase, being pretty much sold out everywhere and no longer manufactured, so if you want a VESA mounted monitor, I wouldn't go with this model. Otherwise, the USB-C port doesn't offer a lot of power. The specs say 10 watts, while my MacBook reports 5, so you can't rely on this monitor to power your laptop. I had expectations because the power brick is so big, but it doesn't seem to be for that reason, so a bit unfortunate that you'll need another cable to actually provide power to your laptop. Finally, although the resolution is great, it's starting to stretch out a bit at 35 inches, and you can get sharper displays in that ultra-wide format, although they would be much more expensive. So again, if you're looking for a really sharp display, I don't think this is the best option in this price range. Otherwise, if you want an all-rounder with great gaming features, as well as productivity or entertainment, I think this model fits the bill. It's super versatile, and although it's not the best in each use case, it's more than average for sure and will be good enough for most people, I think. If we hop onto PC Parts Picker, we can definitely find lower price models with comparable panels. However, they won't have the USB-C connectivity and USB hub, as well as the eye care technology that BenQ offers. And both of these are really tailored for a productivity use case, making this monitor more versatile than the cheaper options that are mostly meant for gaming only. So that wraps it up for today. Let me know down below if I should review other monitors. It's pretty rare that I get my hands on these, but it's always nice to try out and review. As always, I'll have affiliate links down below if you're interested and want to support the channel at the same time. So thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like if you did, and if you didn't, just let me know why down below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe if you still haven't already, as I'll see you in the next video.